So we are going to learn the straight lines. So that straight line, the first you are going to have the slope of a line and different forms of the equation of a line. Different forms, line can be represented in equation form, and the different forms of the equation of a line we are going to learn in the second part of this chapter. So chapter name is 10th chapter, straight lines. The first basic things what you know in the, this is actually the part of the coordinate geometry. We call it as a coordinate geometry or analytical geometry. So as a part of that, we are going to learn this, and you know that the total space is total plane is divided into four parts by the two perpendicular, mutually perpendicular lines. The horizontal line is called as any one of you, please. Horizontal line को क्या बोलते हैं? Can you hear me? Is it audible or not? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Horizontal line is called what in the coordinate system? Horizontal line is called x-axis. Horizontal line is and vertical line is called
Y-axis.
y-axis. The intersection of the x-axis and y-axis is called
Origin.
yes, origin. So the right side of the origin positive points, left side of the origin negative points on the x-axis, and top of the origin positive points, down of the origin negative points. And this quadrant is called first quadrant, which contains the two positive numbers. Second quadrant, third quadrant, fourth quadrant. Four quadrants will be there. So where the now the points, this place is completely first quadrant. This is blue color line second, and orange color third quadrant, negative point, and this is fourth quadrant. So these are the quadrants. So if you take any point A x1 y1, B x2 y2, the distance between the 2 points formula already you learned in 10th class, that is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Suppose if you consider the point x1 and y1 as a minus 3 comma 4 and x2 y2 as a 3 comma 6, and distance between these 2 points means even you can take the any point as the x1 y1 and any point as x2 y2 in this situation. It is not mandatory that first point only to be taken x1 by 1, second point only. So distance between the 2 points is, on simplification, you are going to get root 40, that is 2 root 10 units. This is distance between the 2 points. Next, section formula, ratio formula. Ratio formula or section formula we can call. The coordinates of the point C, which divides the line segment in m is to n ratio. A ratio is given here. So m is to n ratio you have to find. So the points are same points is taken, and the formula is mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, my2 plus n by 1 by m plus n. Substituting that values, final answer you are going to get one point. That means that point is going to divide the line segment AB in 2 is to 3 ratio. That means A to C two parts होता है तो B to C three parts. A to C two parts, and 1:1 ratio if it is m and n are equal means 1:1 ratio. 1:1 ratio is nothing but midpoint. It is the midpoint. Okay. Midpoint formula is x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay. So these are the basic things only you have learned in the previous class. And if you want to find out the midpoint of the point joining the A and B, the points should be substituted x1 y1, x2 y2 points. So do remember here x1, x coordinate if you want x1 plus x2 by 2. Y coordinate if you want y1 plus y2 by 2. Okay. So the area of the triangle. Next you have learned the area of the triangle. Area of the triangle formula is half into x1 cycle you are going to get it. X1 into y2 minus y3. See 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 1, 3, 1. In the brackets y, outside the bracket x. So the points can be taken in any order, and substituting the values and finding the, simplifying it, you are going to get the final answer of area of the triangle. And area of the triangle should not be in negative. So that's why modulus to be taken into consideration. area of the triangle should not be negative. So if 3 points are collinear is nothing but lies on the same line. Then the area of the triangle becomes 0. Area of the triangle formed by the 3 points because there is no area. See, if it is somewhere else, the area becomes some area. And C is on the line segment AB. The area obviously it is equals to 0. So area of the triangle is 0 if 3 points are collinear. So now our original topic comes into the force, slope of a line. Slope means already you know that this car is moving in horizontally on a plane and the rocket is moving vertically upwards, perpendicular to this track. And whenever the road is third case, if you see that there is some slope in it as it is climbing upwards. So slope of a line, that line where the car is going also, it is so the slope of the line will be defined. Line segment AB or line AB, if you are taking into consider, if it makes an angle of theta with the angle with the x-axis, angle APX plus APO is equals to 180 degrees. If you consider APX as a theta and APO is equal to 180 minus, the inclination of a line AB is called theta. Inclination is nothing but angle made with the x-axis in an anti-clockwise direction is called inclination. So now if you take the line which is parallel to the x-axis, the angle made with the x-axis is 0. X-axis itself if you take, that is also 0 degrees only with the x-axis. X-axis will make x-axis 0. X-axis will make with the y-axis means it is parallel to y-axis. In case AB is parallel to y-axis, if you take into consider, then theta is equals to, here it is printing mistake here, AB, sorry, correct, AB perpendicular to x-axis. X dash is nothing but perpendicular. So perpendicular whenever you are having 90 degrees the angle. So that is nothing but if it is making some other angle, then the slope of that line, the angle is called inclination, and the slope of the line is defined as tangent of that angle. Tangent of that angle is called as the definition of the slope is. So therefore, you can say that if a line is parallel to the x-axis, then the angle is 0. Tan 0 degrees is equal to 0. So the slope of the x-axis is 0. Slope of the line which is parallel to the x-axis also equals to 0. Slope of the y-axis is undefined because 90 degrees you are going to have. Okay. So if the 2 points are given to you on a line, then also you can find out the slope. Any 2 points on the line, if it is given to you, then and that line is making an angle of theta with the x-axis in an anti-clockwise direction, and you take here x1 not equals to x2. X1 and x2 are not equal. Okay, so case 1 is theta is 0 to 90 degrees. One case, in that case, if you drop the perpendiculars from the P and Q to the x-axis, drop the perpendicular, and P to M, QR का perpendicular QR perpendicular to PM, QR perpendicular to x-axis. Okay, so then PM is parallel to x-axis. So in this situation, we can find out the here triangle QPM. See here QPM and QSX or QX. Both the angles are equal. So here also tan theta only you are going to get. So in this triangle, right angle triangle, tan theta whenever you apply, QM by PM, opposite by adjacent. QM is opposite by adjacent. QM value, how do you get here? Y2 minus Y1. Because the point is Q. Q point Q is nothing but QR is Y2. Q to R length is Y2 and M to R length is Y1. Because here P point is Y1. So Y2 minus Y1 you will get QM. In the same way, PM value X2 minus X1. So therefore, substituting these values in this equation number 1, tan theta is equals to x y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 you are going. Yes. So the difference between the y coordinates, by difference between the x coordinates is a angle between the, sorry, slope of a line. In case if it is more than 90 degrees, less than 180 degrees, same figure you are going to get is side angle. Okay. So now here QR is perpendicular to PM. ये PM है and QR is perpendicular to x axis. Okay. So corresponding angles you are going to, this angle is equals to QPS. QPS, this angle. So then this angle will be equals to 180 minus theta. QPS will be equals to 180 minus theta. Supplementary angles, two angles. Then angle QPM is equals to 180 minus theta. Actually, this proofs, these are the proofs. How do we get it? Therefore, theta is equals to 180 minus QPM. Theta is equals. Therefore, M is equals to slope tangent of theta and tangent of 180 minus Q. So 180 minus Q minus tan QPM you are going to get. So minus tan QPM is because 180 minus theta is nothing but this already in the trigonometry you have learned. In triangle PQM, PQM tan QPM is equals to QM by PM. QM is, what do you get here? PM. PM value is equals to an RT. So QM by RT. So tan QPM is equals to. We need the slope. Slope is nothing but minus tan QPM. First find out the tan QPM. So that is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. So from these equations 1 and 2, m is equals to minus of y2 minus y1 by x2 minus. So m is equals to here, same both the cases whenever you take here x1 minus x2. In both the cases, whatever it may be, the line is taken into consider. Y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 is the slope of the line joining the 2 points. Okay. Even you can take y1 minus y2 by x1 minus x2 also you can write. But numerator whenever you are changing, denominator also you have to change. But numerator में difference of the y coordinate, denominator is difference of the x coordinate. So this is the main thing you have to observe here. So here line L1 is making an angle of alpha and line L2 is making an alpha beta with the x-axis in anti-clockwise direction. Then their slopes will be equal if the lines are slopes are equal. Lines are parallel means their slopes are equal. That means angle is same because corresponding angles, both the angles alpha and beta are corresponding angles. These two are parallel means. So alpha and beta equal ho jaye. And if the alpha beta equal, then their slopes are equal. Tan alpha equal to tan alpha equal to beta क्यों आएगा? Because corresponding angles. So tan alpha 1 m1 onto tan alpha 2 means slope of the first line is m1, slope of the second line is m2. That means here it is clearly said that if the slope lines are parallel, then their slopes are equal. If the lines are perpendicular, then the product of the slopes will be equal to 1 minus 1. So that we are going to see here. Line L1 is making an alpha, line L2 is making an beta with the positive x-axis. And these two lines are perpendicular. The slope of the line L1 is tan alpha. The slope of the line L2 is tan beta. Isn't it? Can you hear me properly? And is it? Hello?
Yes, sir.
And okay. So beta is equals
Yes,
to
sir.
alpha plus 90. Right? Can you say? Beta is equals to alpha plus 90. Because here it is 90 degrees. If you take that, 190 degrees you are going to get here, and the triangle, if you take the triangle into the consideration, then 90 plus alpha you are going to get beta value. So exterior angle beta to the triangle, and interior sum of the interior opposite angles. That concept if you are using, beta equal to alpha plus 90. Tan beta is equals to tan alpha plus 90 minus cot alpha you are going to get minus 1 by tan alpha. So tan alpha tan beta is equals to minus 1. That means if the lines are perpendicular, then the slopes are, product of the slopes are is equals to minus 1. Product of the slopes are equals to minus 1. So this is the thing you have learned in this chapter. So M1, M2 slopes here it is considered, and if the product will be equals to minus 1. If the product of the slopes is minus 1, then the lines are perpendicular to each other. Okay. So did you understand here?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Is the board is visible to you?
Yes, sir.
So till now what we have learned, slope of a line means normally audible है ना? Is it audible?
Yes, sir, audible.
So here once again I will recall the concepts. Slope of a line is nothing but any line if it is making with the x-axis in an anti-clockwise direction. The angle is mentioned in a theta. Then the slope of this line m is represented. Generally, slope of the line is represented by m. M is equals to tangent of theta, where the theta is an angle made with the, and this angle is called as inclination. Angle is called as inclination. One way of finding is angle it is given. Another way of finding is if the 2 points on the line is given to you, x1 y1 and x2 y2. 2 points on the line is given. Then the slope of the line m is equals to y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, irrespective of the angle made by that line with the x-axis. Whether it is acute or obtuse doesn't matter. In both the cases, we are going to get it y2 minus y1 by x2. Or you can write y1 minus y2 by x1 minus x2 also. Difference of the y coordinates by difference of the x coordinates. A difference also you're not supposed to say actually. Whenever you say the difference, actually it is wrong. Why? Because difference is nothing but greater number minus smaller number. Here not like that. Greater number minus smaller number should not be taken into consideration. Sorry. Y1 minus y2, if you take numerator, denominator x1 minus x2. Here numerator y2 minus y1, if you take denominator x2, but numerator y coordinates, denominator x coordinates. This is a difference you need to identify. When the 2 points on the slope is given, means 2 points on the line is given to you to find out the slope. And here, slope of the x-axis. Can anyone say what is the slope of x-axis? Anyone? Slope of x-axis. Slope of the x-axis, beta. X-axis will make with the x-axis. What is the angle? Angle made by the x-axis with x-axis. Anyone? Angle made by the x-axis with x-axis.
0, sir.
0 degrees. So tan 0 degrees. Tan 0 degrees value क्या है? Likmi, can you hear me? Tan 0 degrees. Mallika, tan 0 degrees is 0. So
Sir,
therefore
0.
slope of yes, slope of the x-axis is 0. Or any 2 points you take on x-axis, x-axis may a point you consider as a 3 comma 0. This points you consider as a 5 comma 0. Okay. Then the slope of the x-axis when the 2 points are given to you, y2 minus y1, 0 minus 0 by 5 minus 3. So you are going to get 0. So slope of the x-axis is 0. And not only the slope of the x-axis 0, the lines, if the two lines are parallel, then their slopes will be equals, same equal if the lines are parallel. Suppose if you are taking here x-axis, the line which is parallel to x-axis you take into consideration. This is x-axis, this is y-axis. You take a line which is parallel. So here suppose the point is 2. Here the point is 2. Okay. 2 is taken. So 2 means here any point you take into consideration in this y coordinate will be 2. Suppose as an example I am taking here 2. This is 1, this is 3, 4, 5, 6. Here this point will be 2 comma 2 and this point will be 6 comma 2. 2 comma 2, 6 comma 2. Then the slope of this line if you want to find out, y2 minus y1, 2 minus 2 by 6 minus 2, 0. Isn't it? So any line which is parallel to the x-axis also, that slope is equals to 0. Now what about the slope of y-axis? Slope of y-axis. Anyone? Slope of x-axis and slope of the line which is parallel to the x-axis is 0. Slope is a number. Do remember that. A number represents the slope. Okay, this is the one main point you have to remember. Slope of the x-axis is 0. Slope of the y-axis is undefined. Why it is undefined? Because the angle made the y-axis will make with the x-axis 90 degrees. Then as per this, you are going to get tan 90 degrees. Tan 90 degrees is undefined. It is not a value. So you have to say that it is undefined. Undefined. Okay. So like this, you can say any 2 points you take on the y-axis, their x coordinates will be 0 comma 5, 0 comma 2. So the slope of this line whenever you consider 2 minus 5, this minus this, like this minus this, 0. Denominator 0 you are going to do. Some number by 0 will considered as undefined. This is undefined. Any line which is parallel to the y-axis you take. Any line which is parallel. So here the point is 3 means you are going to have the points are 3 comma 2. This is 3 comma 5. The points approximately I mean. The slope of this line is nothing but same 2 minus 5 by 3 minus 3. Y subtract first y2 numerator y coordinates, denominator x coordinates. That how do we get? I have told you the proof previously. So like this, the slope of the any line parallel to the y-axis is undefined and y-axis slope is undefined. And two lines which are parallel to each other, then their slopes will be equal. The two lines are parallel, their slopes are equal. If the two lines are perpendicular, except to the coordinate axis, you have to point out here, sir, you may get doubt, sir, coordinate axis. And that means not only coordinate, horizontal and vertical lines, except to the any two horizontal and vertical lines, product of the slopes of the perpendicular lines is equals to -1. Please note that point here. Suppose if you take this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Sir, ये दोनों का slopes product -1 नहीं है? No, because it is undefined. So you have to be very careful in this case. The lines, whatever you are taking, should not be like these two lines if you are taking and which are perpendicular. The slope of this line is m1, slope of this line is m2. Then the product of the slopes will be equals to minus 1. Product of the slopes will be equals to minus 1. Product of the slopes of the lines, non-horizontal, non-vertical lines, which are mutually perpendicular, is equals to minus 1. Okay, so this is the introduction for this, and based on this, you are going to have the exercise 10.1. 10.1 is very simple, only 14 questions are given to you. So let us see the one by one questions. Okay, exercise 10.1. So draw the quadrilateral in the Cartesian plane whose vertices are given to you and find its area. So that is nothing but quadrilateral area is asking you to find out. First here, the points, let us mark in the coordinate system. Minus 4 comma 5 and the x-axis minus 1. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. X-axis maximum 5 and the y-axis maximum 7 and the minimum minus 5. Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The points are minus 4 comma 5. Minus 4 comma 5 will be in which quadrant? Minus 4 comma 5 is in which quadrant?
Sir, second quadrant.
Second quadrant. Minus 4 comma 5 approximately here. And 0 comma 7 is in which quadrant? 0 comma 7 is in which quadrant?
Sir, on the y-axis.
It is not on the quadrant, it is on the y-axis. 0 comma 7 is the point here. So this is the point. Let us mark it as a minus 4 comma 5 as a. This is a point B, 0 comma 7. And another point is 5 comma minus 5. 5 comma minus 5 be here C, 5 comma minus 5. And the point D is minus 4 comma minus 2. Minus 4 comma minus 2. These points you have to join. A quadrilateral we are going to get. This quadrilateral area is asking you to find out. So area of the triangle formula you know, isn't it? Area of the triangle formula, and join the two vertices here. Sorry, any two vertices like this, diagonal count, BD. Area of this triangle, area of this triangle. Sum of the areas of these two triangles are easiest way to find out area of the triangle is normally when the four quadrant directly four it is given to you. Whenever the four are given to you, four quadrants it is given. Four vertices are given to you. Three vertices means area of the triangle. Four vertices whenever it is given to you, also you can find out. So the simple way is the points you write here like this. This is easy shortcut way for your competitive examinations. Write the points here minus 4, 5. Next second point is 0, 7. Like this. Okay. Next third point is 5, minus 5. Fourth point is minus 4, minus 2. Again the first point, 4, 5. So area of quadrilateral ABCD is equals to half into modulus of cross product of these two minus cross product of these two. Cross product of first these two, next these two. See here like this. Cross product of these two, next like this. हम cancel करते हैं ना, so इधर से start करना. To remember, I am saying to you like this. The cross product of these two, like this, in this way. So sometimes students will get confused that first they will multiply these two, 5 and 0. No, not like that. Start from here. मैं तो कैंसिल करना है तो लाइक दिस कैंसिल करते हैं एवरीवन, ऐसे तो कैंसिल बहुत कम लोग करते हैं. ओके, आई थिंक लेफ्ट हैंडर्स विल डू इट, बट यूजुअली लाइक दिस. सो दिस इज द वे टू रिमेंबर, इधर से like this. So first what you have to do here, 0 7 8 5 4 28 minus 28 minus 0 plus 0 minus 35 plus minus 10 minus plus 20 plus minus 20 minus 4 minus 2 minus 8. So which is equals to half into, this is minus 28 minus 35 minus 30 minus 20. Everything is in negative here. Find their sum. Okay, half into 65, 28, 28, 56, 56 and 65, 1, 121. So modulus of minus 121. So 121 by 2 square units. Modulus is there, so you can write 60.5 square units. Normally, you can find out the area of this triangle. Triangle ABD and BCD. Did you understand this method? In that method, if you do that, problem becomes length. If you do that method, problem becomes length. Length ज़्यादा होगा. Okay? This method is, first you have to take the first one point, A 4 comma 5. Second point, third point, fourth point. In the order you have to take into consideration. Okay? Is the board is visible to you? Did you understand? Or any doubt you are having?
Sir, in my device, I don't know why full board is not visible.
For others,
My one also, sir.
blur. It is getting blur or
Sir, it's getting a little bit blurred, sir.
now itself it is blur or from the starting onwards.
Sir, now.
Sir, I am seeing it properly, sir.
Mm-hmm.
Sir, I am able to see the board properly.
Properly.
Yes, sir.
Divya, for you? I think today there is a network problem is there a little bit further. Further. And second question, see here.
Sir, now it's
Base
clear.
of the yes, base of the equilateral triangle is with the side 2A lies on a y-axis. The question is given to you. 2A is a base. The equilateral triangle lies on a y-axis such that the midpoint of the base is at the origin. Find the vertices of the triangle. You can guess here like this. Base is equilateral triangle on y-axis like this. Like, so it is 2A means this here to here like this A, here to here like this A, and equilateral triangle is same like this. So here to here length is 2A, this length is 2A, this length is 2A, this is 2A. So can you find out the coordinates of this point? This point coordinates क्या है? What are the coordinates of the point? On the y-axis, x will be 0. So 0 comma a units. Midpoint of the base is origin. Origin is given to you. And base lies on a y-axis. Along the y-axis it is given. So this is the point 0 comma minus a. So what are the coordinates of this point? Can anyone say? Don't know. What is the height of the equilateral triangle? Height of the equilateral triangle whose side is A units.
Sir, root 3 by 2a.
Ah, if it is A units, root 3 by 2. But here side is 2A units. So 2A units is nothing but root 3 by 2 of 2A. So 2 will get cancelled. Root 3A. So here to here distance is root 3A. So this is root 3A comma 0. Therefore the vertices of equilateral triangle or 0 comma A, root 3A comma 0 and 0 comma minus A. These are the vertices. Did you understand? समझ में आया?
हाँ सर.
Yes, sir.
Third problem. See, find the distance between the 2 points P x1 y1 and x2 y2. When PQ is parallel to the y-axis. PQ parallel to the y-axis is nothing but when the points line is parallel, PQ line is parallel to the y-axis. When the line is parallel to the y-axis, their x coordinates are equal. If the line is parallel to the y-axis, their x coordinates are equal. X coordinates equal होता है. If the line is parallel to the x-axis, y coordinates are equal. You see that any point you take into consider, then you are going to get the same point. So x-axis parallel is nothing but y coordinates are equal. Y-axis parallel is nothing but x coordinates are equal. And asking to you to find out the distance. So the question is given to you, the points P is given to you, x1, y1, and Q is given to you, x2, y2. x1, y1, x2, y2. First question is, PQ is parallel to y-axis. This implies if it is parallel to y-axis, their x coordinates are equal. x1 is equals to x2. Therefore, the distance between the 2 points is x1 minus x2. x1 minus x2 you can write, or x2 minus x1 you can write. y1 minus y2. The root of these two are equal, so 0. Just y1 minus y2 whole square. So we are going to get it modulus of y1 minus y2. Modulus of y1. Do remember here previously also I told you once. Under root of x square is nothing but not x. Under root of x square is nothing but modulus of x. Suppose if I am asking what is the value here, most of the students will do that. Square and square root will get cancelled and the answer is minus 3 will be. No, because the square root symbol is itself says that positive square root. Its symbol itself says that positive square root. So here, even here also, and do
Sir,
remember, yes. Let me explain to you. Suppose x square equal to 4 there. Suppose x square equal to 4. Then x is equals to plus or minus 2 is right. X square equal to 4 means x equal to plus or minus. But if x is equals to under root of 4 if it is given, then x value will be equal to only positive. This is the difference between these two. Sir, you may get doubt. Sir, इसके अंदर both sides square root ले लिया तो यही आ जाएगा ना? No. इधर both sides square root ले लो. What do you get? This is equal to mod x. Mod x is equals to under root of 4 is equals to what I told you, positive number 2. Mod x equal to 2. What is the solution of the mod x equal to 2? X equal to either plus 2 हो सकता है, minus 2 हो सकता है. Then the final answer is this.
और
समझ
सर
में
आपने
आया?
सर आपने जो कहा कि √3 होल स्क्वायर में वो स्क्वायर और स्क्वायर रूट काटा जाएगा और वो स्क्वायर रूट पॉजिटिव रूट है।
That's wrong concept, I said. From the childhood onwards, even in 10th class also, most of the students, that's what I'm saying, particularly I'm saying now, it's a wrong concept. Cancel kabhi nahi hoga. Square root cancel kabhi nahi karna hai. You don't write from now onwards, at least from the now onwards, please don't write such type of the step anywhere else.
अच्छा
This is the main thing you have to remember. Here the final answer is +3, not minus. Most of the students and will do the mistake. You ask anyone else. ये क्वेश्चन आप किसी को पूछ लो, देन मैथमेटिक्स में थोड़ा सा अच्छा नॉलेज होता है तो देन दे विल गिव द करेक्ट आंसर. I am assuring that most of the students and some of the teachers also will do the mistake. I'm not saying that they are wrong, but it is wrong. See here, anywhere else you can verify your 9th class textbook. You observe 9th class textbook में देखो आपको ये सिंबल सेकेंड चैप्टर फर्स्ट चैप्टर में देते हैं. फर्स्ट चैप्टर में you can see that in NCERT textbook in the 9th class first chapter, you see that symbol square root represents the positive square root. If you want, I will show it to you now itself. बुक में प्रेजेंट करके मैं दिखाता हूँ. दिखाओ. हाँ?
Yes,
Or
sir.
will you search it?
Yes, sir.
I will show it to you because your doubt will be clarified. Is it visible to you? Oh, sorry. Presentation is visible to you,
Yes, sir.
but this is the exercise I am showing. Wait, wait. अच्छा, अभी open हो गया. हाँ. Now what is showing to you? This is the first chapter of the class 9th number system. Okay, is it visible to you?
yes
Yes.
sir.
A girl is working and you open the textbook if you are having at home this textbook itself and see this point here, irrational numbers. Yes, remark. Here I am highlighting. Recall that when you use the symbol square root, we assume that it is a positive square root. Square root of 4 is 2. Though 2 and minus 2 are the square roots of 4. In the word, whenever you say that minus 2 and plus 2 are the square roots of 4, orally whenever you are saying, but symbol whenever you are using, it means the positive square root. ये बहुत ज्यादा लोग नेग्लेक्ट करते हैं, इसके लिए conceptual mistakes करते हैं. That's a conceptual mistake. See, that's why I always insist you read the textbook. Every point in the textbook is very essential. आपका textbook. Okay? समझ में आ रहा है ना? So at least from now onwards, please do remember, and now you people can analyze it. What square root of x square is equals to modulus of x. Square root of -3 whole square equal to 3. So that's why here square root of this one means here most of the students will do square and square root cancel करके y1 minus y2 लिखता है, but it is wrong. Modulus of y1 minus y2 in this question answer. And second question is given to the PQ is what is given? PQ parallel to x-axis. PQ parallel to x-axis. So if it is parallel to x-axis, y coordinates are equal. y1 is equals to y2. Therefore, distance between these two will you are going to get modulus of x1 minus x2 or x2 minus x1. Doesn't matter. But modulus. Is it clear to you? ये point
Yes, sir.
clear है ना? Huh? So let us move to the next question. Here, fourth question is given to you. Find a point on x-axis which is equidistant from the 2 points. X-axis में point find out करना है, which is equal. These are all the questions solved in 10th class only. You can do it. I'm leaving to you as a homework. Fifth question: find the slope of a line which passes through the origin and the midpoint of the line segment joining the points. So here the question is given to you. Origin and a midpoint. The midpoint find out कर सकते हैं ना? I think. And 2 points whenever it is given to you. Slope you can find out. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Okay, so that you use. By using that, you can find out the slope. Okay, that also it is easy question only. So let us move to the next, because different difficult type of the questions better we discuss. Sixth question: without using the Pythagoras theorem, show that the 3 points are vertices of a right angle triangle. So here the question is given that these 3 are the vertices of the right angle triangle. This is the question. 4 comma 4. 4 comma 4 is a point here approximately. Let us assume here 4, here 4. This is the point 4 comma 4. Another point is 3 comma 5. 3 comma 5. Sorry, 3 comma is 5 will be here. Another point is minus 1 comma 1. Minus 1 comma minus 1. Minus 1 comma minus 1. This is the point. See, sir, हो गया. One student have drawn. Sir, I have not used the Pythagoras theorem. Draw the figure, and he said that, sir, proved it is right angle triangle. How do you find it?
So
Slopes.
without using Pythagoras theorem.
Slopes. The slope of this line find out, slope of this line find out, slope of this line also find. Because we have drawn a figure so that we are going to get approximately these two lines are perpendicular. But without drawing a figure, if you want to do it, slopes of the 3 lines you have to find. And if product of the any 2 lines slopes is equals to minus 1 if you get, then you can say that the 2 lines are perpendicular. Product of the 2 lines minus 1 if you get, you can say that. So here slope of AB का slope y2 minus y1, 4 minus 5. This minus this by this, 4 minus 3, which is equals to minus 1. You are going to get it. Slope of BC. BC I am finding. We don't know that. So C y coordinate is minus 1. Minus 1 minus y coordinate is 5. Minus 1 minus 3. You are going to get minus 6 by minus 4. So it is nothing but 3 by 2. Slope of AC line slope find. So minus 1 minus 4 by minus 1 minus 4. Isn't it? So we are going to get plus 1. Minus 5 by minus 5. So product of slopes of AB and AC is equals to minus 1. Therefore, AB is perpendicular to AC. Therefore, triangle ABC is right triangle in which AB AC lo A common hai. So angle A is equals to 90 degrees. Without drawing a figure also, where 90 degrees is there you can see. समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
Is it clear? Prajit? Malika? Okay. Let
सर
us move
हमने
to the next.
प्रोडक्ट स्लोप्स ऑफ लाइन AB एंड AC को -1 लिया.
-1 लिया नहीं है बेटा. AB का स्लोप क्या है? 1 है. ये -1 है. AC का स्लोप क्या है? +1 है, दोनों को प्रोडक्ट करो, -1 आ गया।
तो हाँ सर, फिर परपेंडिकुलर हो जाएगा।
हाँ, yes, that is, we are not taken, ऑब्जर्व करना है, because why I thought this is not essential to you, but we don't know that which two lines product will be equals to -1. Right angle triangle is nothing but two lines are perpendicular to each other. That means you can guess that any two lines, but we don't know that which two lines are perpendicular. So that's why better we find out slope of the line BC also. Slope of the line BC also you find out. Okay? समझ में आया
यस।
ना? हाँ. Just let us move to the next question. Find the slope of the line which makes an angle of 30 degrees with the positive direction of the y-axis in anti-clockwise direction. So be careful about this question. Very interesting question. Here it is. What is the question given here? Slope of the line which makes an angle of 30 degrees with a positive direction of the y-axis measured in anti-clockwise. Positive direction of y-axis. Like this line is taken. This is y-axis. With the y-axis, the line is making 30 degrees with a positive direction of y-axis in anti-clockwise direction. So that is nothing but the line will be like this, like this. This angle is 30 degrees.
सर ये लाइन ओरिजिन से पास होता है।
ना ऑरिजिन नहीं होगा, नहीं भी हो सकता है, किधर भी हो सकता है, कैसे भी हो सकता है. Just I have drawn it shown to you like this. You may have like this also, 30 degrees. You may have the line like this also, here 30 degrees. With a positive direction, positive y-axis, in a positive direction of the y-axis measured in anti-clockwise. मैं anti-clockwise में measure कर लिया है, तो then this is 30 degrees is here. So when it is making an angle of 30 degrees here, and here, can anyone say that what is the angle made by this line with the x-axis? What is theta?
So 120 degree.
Yes, because this angle is going to make हमको A चाहिए. This angle is we need. This angle we need. So here, whenever you are taking a line into consideration, okay, as you are getting confused, I will draw the line not passing through the origin. Origin के passing through नहीं draw करता हूँ. Another way I will draw like this. This is 30 degrees.
तो सर हमें
तो
कौन सा निकालना है?
हमको ये चाहिए ना, बिकॉज लाइन स्लोप फाइंड आउट करना है, तो विद एक्स एक्सिस क्या है वो चाहिए.
सर ये तो आ
दैट
जाएगा
इज
30
नीडेड टू
डिग्री
अस.
के वर्टिकली ऑपोजिट ये हो जाएगा।
हाँ हाँ, तो
और
ये
एक और
30
तो
दिस
90 डिग्री है सर।
दिस इज 30 डिग्रीज हो गया है, देन दिस इज
ये
60
90 है।
डिग्रीज हो गया, देन दिस इज 120 डिग्रीज.
हाँ
So here 120 degrees. So then theta is equals to 120 degrees. Then the slope m is equals to tan 120 degrees. Tan 120 degrees is nothing but tan 90 plus 30 degrees. Tan 90 plus theta is equals to minus, or you can take 180 also if you get confused. Okay, minus cot 30 degrees. Minus cot 30 degrees. Cot 30 degrees value. Huh. Cot 30 degrees value. Minus cot 30 you will get now. Yes, these are all the things should be on your tip of the tongue, beta. When I say that cot 30 degrees, आपका दिमाग में क्या आ रहा है ना, tan 30, sin 30 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by root 3 is a tan, 1 by root 3 is a tan is nothing but root 3 is a cot, root 3 is a cot. हो गया. Okay, did you understand?
Yes, sir.
And slope can be negative. Do remember, slope can be negative. बहुत ज्यादा लोग ये गलत करते हैं, स्लोप नेगेटिव आया ना मॉड्यूलस लगा लेते हैं, इधर स्लोप कैन बी नेगेटिव, distances should not be negative, and area should not be negative. Okay, next eighth question is given, find the x if they are collinear. Collinear means 3 points. Collinear is nothing but any 2 points you take into consider. Slope find out. Suppose if your 3 points are collinear, a b c, ये दोनों का स्लोप, ये दोनों का स्लोप will be equal. Same line है ना, 3 points are on a same line, so slopes will be equal. Okay,
Yes,
the
sir.
concept is slopes equal means, but here the points are given to you, one is x comma minus 1, second point is given to you 2 comma 1, fourth point is 4 comma, ये दोनों 2 comma 1, ये दोनों का स्लोप फाइंड आउट करो, ये दोनों का स्लोप फाइंड आउट करो, इक्वल कर लो, x वैल्यू आ जाएगा।
सर इसको तो
Ninth one, without
एरिया ट्रायंगल वाले फॉर्मूले से भी कर सकते हैं ना,
हाँ हाँ
एरिया ऑफ ट्रायंगल सर जीरो
हाँ हाँ
करके।
हाँ 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 हाँ, yes you can, value of the x if they are collinear is given to you, you can do area of the triangle taken, but this is easy method than that one. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
next easy method better because we learn the slope concept, apply the slope concept what you learned in your problems wherever it is needed. Now 10th problem, find the, okay, ninth one, without using the distance formula or the vertices of the parallelogram. Distance formula, without using the distance formula, vertices of the parallelogram is slope only. Parallelogram में properties क्या है, a b c d, a b का slope c d का slope equal, then the slopes are equal means parallel, these two are equal slopes. So points are given to you, 4 points a b c d, a b slope find out करो, c d slope find out करो, c d or d c slope find out करो, both the slopes are equal, you will get BC and AD slopes find out करो, both the slopes are equal, you are going to get.
और सर
Isn't it?
opposite angles
The
तो same है ही।
angles concept, it is not essential. If the slopes are equal, lines are parallel. If the two pair of parallel lines are, if you are finding in a quadrilateral, then it is parallelogram. Okay. Next, 10th question. Find the angle between the x-axis and the line joining these 2 points. Angle between the x-axis and line joining the 2 points. X-axis को line joining the 2 points को. So that means slope find out करना है. Sorry. In this problem, 10th problem, the points are given to you. Yes. Four comma minus 2. Find out the angle between the x-axis and the line joining these. Line joining these 2 points, slope find out करो. M is equals to y2 minus y1. So plus 1 by 4 minus 3. So which is equals to minus 1 by 1. So minus 1 is the slope. So minus 1 is the slope, is nothing but tan theta is equals to minus 1. Then theta will be equals to, find out, that is, a theta is only the angle between the, this, suppose the line will be like this, like this, suppose here 8 point, here 8 point, slope find out कर दिया, slope tan theta आ गया, so theta find out करना है, then the angle between this line and x axis आ जाएगा ना. So here theta is equals to what you get, 135 degrees you will get. Tan 135 degrees is equals to minus 1. That's why I have drawn the line also 135 degrees. Okay.
सर कभी क्या
This is
tan
also
का
very
वैल्यू
simple.
माइनस इन्फिनिटी आ सकता है सर?
अरे इंफिनिटी में माइनस इंफिनिटी इज एक सिंबल है. इंफिनिटी is the symbol representing the infinity is different from the undefined. I clearly said. Infinity concept I will explain to you at the time of limits. Infinity कभी ना यूज करना है, tan undefined, undefined only, not infinity. 1 by 0, non-zero by 0 is undefined. 0 by 0 is indeterminate form. Infinity by infinity is indeterminate form. Infinity
सर
you never get. हाँ,
tan इनवर्स ऑफ -1 लिख सकते हैं, जो भी हमने पिछले क्वेश्चन में आंसर लाया।
आंसर को
सर हमारा tan थीटा -1 आया था, तो सर
हाँ
उसका
हाँ हाँ, थीटा इज इक्वल्स टू tan inverse of -1 you want to write.
यस सर।
Yes, that is also right, but the angle you don't know. We even you can find out the value. So why do you go for, suppose if it is given to you some 3 by 2, 0.5. Suppose you got theta, tan theta is equals to as a 2 by 3 you got. So 2 by 3 value we don't know. In that case, you write the tan theta is equals to the angle is tan inverse of 2 by 3 and you leave it. But you know this value -1. Then the angle you are going to get 135. Isn't it?
यस सर।
So better you, if you know that, better you use that one. Okay, next let us move to the next question. 10th one, angle between, okay, 11th one, the slope of the line is double the slope of the another line. If the tangent of the angle between them is 1 by 3, find the slope of the line. This you can do it. Slopes of the line is one is double the other one. Then the and the tangent of the angle between them is 1 by 3. Then they find their slopes. So here, whenever you are considering this problem, you can do it. At 12th, I will explain to you. It's not a very difficult thing. Okay. Whenever you are considering this one, you think about that question, then it is easily you can do it. 12th one is a line passes through the x. Excuse me. So line passes through the x1 by 1 and h comma k. If the slope of the line is n, then show that. This is also simple. Okay. X1, y1 and h comma k. It is equals to slope. Slope is equals to m. Then the slope of the line m is equals to k minus y1 by h minus x1. So here k minus y1 is equals to m into h minus x1. This is only asking to you. Simple question. That is 13th question. Sorry, 13th question. If the points are in a line h comma 0, a comma b, 0 comma k are on a line, show that a by h plus b by k is equals to 1. So here these three are collinear. If these three are collinear, then slope of the line joining these two, slope of the line joining these two will be equal. Isn't it? And what is required to us to prove a by h plus b by k is equals to 1? Isn't it? So ये इसको simplify करो, ah plus bk is equals to hk आ जाएगा. So like this one equation, if you are going to get it, if you take slope of the line joining these two, what do you get here? B minus 0 by a minus h. If you get confused with the steps, if you want, right? Slope of, directly slope of points नहीं लिखना है, slope of line joining a b c. Otherwise slope of the line ab is equals to slope of line no need to write bc simply. तो ये दोनों का b minus 0 by a minus h is equals to k minus b by 0 minus a. Isn't it? ये तो सही है ना? So now what you get, क्रॉस मल्टीप्लाई कर लो, a minus h into k minus b, sorry, k minus b is equals to minus ab. Be careful here. So ak plus bh minus ab, sorry, ak minus ab minus hk minus ab. This minus ab will get cancelled. Ak plus b h is equals to hk. hk से both sides divide करो, dividing on hk. So ak by hk plus bh by hk, this is equals to hk by hk. So this is already you got it. So k will get cancelled, h will get cancelled. A by h plus b by k. Simple simplification only. It's not very difficult. Okay? Did you understand? 14th one. So consider the following graph and asking to you to find out the slope of the line. So simple here. Slope of the line, 2 points are given to you. 2 points are given to you. So consider the following population in the graph and asking to 2 points whenever it is given. y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1 you need to use so that you are going to get it. Okay. So with this we are completed the first exercise. And if you have any doubt, then you can ask me. No?